record it. November 24th, 2025. So, and sort of a update on week 4. Actually, I'm a little bit late, so this is the beginning of week 5 already. I didn't record on the weekend that I normally did. But anyway, just an update on the week 4 of trying to destimulate my brain. So the changes, the clear changes that I have with these 4 weeks, actually, first of all, 4 weeks just gone by crazy fast. Now that I just realized, like, oh, 4 weeks already. Anyway, so I have the urge to doom scroll less. So now that it's at the week 4, so that's an improvement that I don't feel the urge, okay, constantly scroll. I can watch, and secondly I can watch long form video better. So basically the attention span is restoring, so that's the second thing. I would say that's the two main things that I experienced from this last 4 weeks, which is good, I mean, for just a month. But now we have I'm thinking of new goals as well, because you have to keep improving it, because that's the way to go about life. Is to keep moving and keep improving, and personally I also want to keep improving as well. So I realize that even though I have the less urge to doom scroll, I still have the urge to be stimulated all the time. So I often put on YouTube. So now, even though it's better in the fact that it's not doom scrolling anymore, but it's still a lot of the stimulated all the time still. So I'm not having enough time to just be, or just read the book or study Japanese that I wanted to. That's what I said 4 weeks ago, that I would implement that, but so far I haven't been able to do that. So I realized that I'm still in a way stimulated all the time, just not the same scale that I used to, but still not ideal, which is good to recognize. And then I'm also I still feel that my motivation level still low. Still sometimes hard for me to do things. I still feel I don't want to do things. So just, for example, studying Japanese. So I wrote down on my phone a few goals that I'd like to achieve in my trip here in Japan, which I wrote down: get in shape. I started at 80 kilos. My goal is to be 75 kilos at the end of this trip. Now I'm 79 and I haven't started lifting yet. So I put down lifting or working out twice a week. I planned to do it last week, but then I hurt my back doing some activities, and then it's not an excuse though. I know that my body is injury prone. So I've been having on and off for years, and I would say 8 to 9 times out of 10 when I stopped exercising, not because I'm lazy, it's because that happened. I got sick, hurt, this and that. But one thing though is I never use that to stop me from keep going. So if I have to stop, I mean, I'm not in control of that, so I stopped. But then once I'm better, I got back at it. So hopefully next week I can, actually this week, I can go to the gym. So that's the plan. At the very least, start with one. And then I put walk first thing in the morning and walk after every meal. On top of that, on top of my regular daily walk, which to the university, which normally takes me around 30 to 40 minutes and uphill, and walk around there and then walk back. So normally I would walk 1.5 to 2 hours uphill almost every day. So that was a lot of walking already. So I burned a lot of calories in that because it's quite steep, because Japan has a lot of mountains. So in that sense, I don't need to add any more cardio, but I do need to add more weight training, because I can feel it in my upper body that it's losing muscle, but my legs are pretty good, pretty well off without any lifting, because walk up here is in itself is it's like you're doing an exercise, leg exercise already. Imagine you walking up the stairs, right? It just lunges all the time. Anyway, the other goal is less stimulation. Yeah, so 1 hour limit to scrolling. I already achieved that since the first day. I think that is good, still good for now. I don't want to reduce that yet. Less time on YouTube. Now I have to establish how much less, I mean how many hours are we talking, but just to put at least vague goal is to better than nothing, is just to keep that in mind. And then the next goal is activities with less stimulation. So meditation, reading, journaling, and sitting with thoughts, or simply doing nothing. And studying Japanese. I put 15 minutes, which is quite ridiculous, because like studying 15 minutes a day for a language. But I realize that I have to be humble here, because, well, for all these times you haven't even started, so maybe 15 minutes is better than nothing. And the last thing is looking for a part-time job. Yeah, that's quite difficult here because I don't speak Japanese, and the city I'm at, people don't speak English, so, but I will try to look for a job. Hopefully I can find one. And yeah, that's pretty much the goals for the upcoming weeks and months. I mean, probably upcoming weeks, because a lot of these small goals I'm sure that I can accomplish. So and yeah, all the goals that I have accomplished so far. So at least I recognize that I did something and not nothing at all. So so I did reduce to 1 hour scrolling a day. I never slept a day. And reduced from 3 to 4 hours scrolling a day, which is a lot. Now I walk every morning after I woke up. I walk after every meal. And when I walk, I don't look at my phone. And 9 times out of 10, I don't listening to any music or podcast either. So very rarely. So I normally just go for a walk and I don't have any stimulation at all. So that's good. What else? I think those are the main things. 3 things for a month, which is not bad. Seems small, but these small things, when they piled up, maybe 6 months from now or 5 months from now, they will play dividend, because that's, if it's only 3 a month, but 6 months, that's 18 things. So that's a lot. And if it's a year, if it's 2 years, so start small. No matter how ridiculous it may seem. So I try to remind myself that even though a lot of it seems rather pathetic, to be honest, like 15 minutes study Japanese, that's all you can do. But hey man, if you can start there and then you can work your way up to 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, eventually an hour, 2 hours, that's way to go. So let's see. I'm excited to go to the gym, man. I really hope my back is better and so I can start lifting again. And I'm sure that will improve my overall health a lot. So that's it for the update and the goal. I'm not sure if I'm gonna call it destimulation anymore after this. It's more like a life journey after this. It's more like a goal, incremental goal that one is trying to achieve. So it's no longer limited to just de-stimulating, even though there's an element to it in terms of the fact that I'm trying to have less stimulation, but I'm also trying to improve my life in the sense that it's not only about stimulation. So after this week we'll see how I'm gonna name it, but this is the update so far. It's a document, I would say. If someone get to enjoy it, that's good, but it's also a lot for my future self to look back as well. So that's it. See you next week.